us. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Cleveland Browns and the New England Patriots. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. They come up with exactly 1 minute to go in this first quarter. Now a first carry for Isaiah Crowell. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Brandon, that play ended so fast, it's almost as if the quarterback handed it to the runner, and the tackle was there right away for a loss of yardage.
To throw is RG3. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end. A guy that you can line up anywhere. In the slot, out wide, in tight. Doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
That coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good wrecking.
Back with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Browns with a football to begin quarter number 2. And they've got it here with a first down. Now Griffin. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. Partner, before the game, we were discussing Aaron Rodgers having Green Bay in the win column for 7 straight games so hot, and I think you have to look at him and Cobb as 2 of the top performers from Wild Card Weekend.
I would agree totally. I mean, Aaron Rodgers, 4 touchdown passes, no interceptions. The Hail Mary to Randall Cobb right before the half against the Giants. That really elevated their performance. And Randall Cobb had 5 catches, 116 yards, and 3 touchdowns. Excited to be back on the field after a Week 15 injury. But how about Seattle? Bully ball was back in effect. Thomas Rawls at tailback, over 160 yards on the ground. He more than set a tone for the Seahawks.
Yeah, those guys shined in the NFC. On fourth down, here's Andy Lee to kick this one away for Cleveland. Back deep, Danny Amendola for New England. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. They go play action here on first down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Charles, switching gears as we glance at the NFL playoff picture and what's left. You got the Blue Bloods remaining. This decade, New England has been in the divisional round all 7 years. Seattle and Green Bay now 6 of the. That's consistency.
That it is, and that means in the divisional round, you have teams like Houston and Atlanta that are really trying to crash the party. Neither one of them has been to a Super Bowl yet.
Yeah, we'll see if they can get that done. Should be an interesting weekend of football.
Today's NFL, these big guys are featured receivers. They move them all over the place to try and find good matchups, and they had one. They were just unable to complete the pass.
And the third down complete. Looking for his all-pro tight end, Rob Gronkowski, and that'll bring up a 4th down.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it. Sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. And he comes back with 1 complete. It gives him the first before he's brought down. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Now a play fake here on first down. Gronkowski's got it on the crossing route. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
Well, there it is, partner. Brady to Gronk, their first connection of the game.
You think those 2 often in sync?
I don't think there's any question about it. And look, we know Gronk has a whole lot of fun, but he's deadly serious about his football, as is Tom Brady. 2 great competitors.
And hello, I guess Larry's halftime show was buttoned through. And we are moving to go for the third quarter. Danny Amendola on the return. A beautiful fake. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Patriot offense now set to come back out onto the field. There are 0 points on the scoreboard for either side. It'll be interesting to see what adjustments were made. The defenses have obviously been great.
So if you like defense, this is a classic game. This is what you're looking for. But now you're trying to figure out how to gain any type of an advantage.
A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off. It's the Pro Bowl corner, Joe Hayden, with it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days. Well, partners, that pass ball is incomplete. How about a few guys who will probably look at this season as being incomplete for them? And I'll start with Carlos Hyde, the nice runner for the San Francisco 49ers. 12 yards shy of 1,000.
In the backfield, Melvin Gordon, 3 yards shy of 1,000. And Devontae Adams on the receiving end, he finished with 997 as well. And how about Matt Ryan throwing the ball 56 shy of 5,000? Now he'll be in the playoffs, but won't get the 5,000 for the regular season.
Yeah, and 5,000 yards throwing the ball days, that's a...
Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body. Picked off by Patrick Chung. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. Well, when someone other than the quarterback is throwing the football, it's either beautiful or a disaster, and here it was the latter.
Nowhere in between, right? I mean, you're exactly right. It takes some fortitude to call that type of a play, but when it doesn't, oh boy, you wish you hadn't.
Well, so they just got the football on an interception. They almost gave it right back the same way.
And you know, when you look over to the bench after that type of a play, number one is pure relief. Didn't give it up. But it's not the coach you're worried about yelling at you. It's those guys on defense who just intercepted the pass and want to break over there. Hey!
Back now in Foxborough as we've got the final quarter upon us. We get ready to start the fourth. And it looks like a nickel set now for the Browns on third down. To throw is Brady. And Amendola with a catch. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Brady to throw. And almost intercepted. It would have been his second pick of the game. Instead, it'll be second down. So just about a minute to go here, tie ball game.
As fans, we love free football. But the guys on the field don't. They're going to attack and go for the win right now.
Just a couple there on the second down run. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8 situation. And now the Browns are going to take another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. A nickel back added defensively as they look to stop this 3rd and 8. They will find his man. That's Hogan, complete. And he'll go for a Patriot touchdown. Chris Hogan in the final minute. And the Pats able to cash in for 6.
Well, any thoughts about overtime have ended at this juncture. That touchdown puts them up 6. I would imagine they'll kick the extra point now and rely on their defense.
Yeah, rely on their defense. So a little bit of time left on the clock here in the fourth, but they got to feel good now. Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee and they'll put it out to the 25. Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. 1 possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up.
Oh, no, he lost the football. Now hold everything by the offense. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. He'll look to throw. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.